Austin, Texas is a cool city, right? I mean, we hear it's got the vibrant culture, live music capital of the world, cool mood scene, the whole works. But let me tell you what, before you move here, you need to know the top complaints I hear all the time. Stick around to the end, and I'm also going to tell you why people absolutely love living in Austin. So let's get started. Hi, I'm Nicole Cooper, and my team and I get calls and emails from people just like you needing help moving in and around Austin, Texas, and we sure do love it. So whether you're looking to move now, later, or somewhere in between, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. We're always available to help you. Now on to Austin, Texas. Before I give you my very first complaint, I want to give you some fun facts about the city. First of all, Austin has a population of around 1 million people. That's still smaller than Houston, Dallas, and San Antonio. Turns out we have the only nude beach in the state of Texas. We're also home to the largest bat colony in all of North America. And Austin hosts the only Formula One racing championship in the United States. All right, so what's so bad about Austin? What's the major complaint I hear all the time? Well, it's traffic. Traffic. Basically, the city council said years ago, hey, if we don't build it, they won't come. Well, let me tell you what, we didn't build it and they came. We have too many people for the amount of roads and infrastructure that we have. So if you have to drive across town to get to your work, or to drop the kids at school, or to get to the golf course, or to do your thing, you may think twice about moving in Austin and where you want to live in Austin, because traffic can be an absolute bear. In addition to that, we don't have very good public transportation, if any at all. Sure, we have buses and we have a train, but they're pretty slow if you have to cross town. If you're going in one direction, north or south or east and west, it's not so bad, but we just weren't built with proper public transportation, so it takes a long time if you can use it at all. Most people, almost everyone, has to have a car. We're a car-centric city, or you're relying on the rideshare system like maybe an Uber or a Lyft. The next complaint I hear a lot, it's the heat and the allergies. You know, we get cedar fever here, the pollen on the trees comes off, and a lot of people struggle with those puffy eyes and just sneezing and sinus craziness in the spring. And then we have some other allergens all around the year, so if you are allergic to a lot of things, this may be a tough city for you. And let's talk about the heat. It is hot. July, August, and September, I mean, you just don't want to be outside unless you're in the water. Now that's not Austin specific, that's Texas wide and maybe some other states too, but it gets really hot in the summer, and if you're coming from somewhere like, I don't know, maybe Canada, it's gonna be a hard adjustment. So keep in mind, we could have multiple days of over 100 degrees temperature in a row. So you need to have good air conditioning and a swimming pool nearby. One other complaint I hear about Austin, especially from natives that have been here a long time, is Austin's just not the same anymore. It's losing its vibe. It's not so weird as it used to be because it's just becoming a major city. Well, it's growing. It's certainly growing. More people are moving here all the time. More people come to college and they stay here because it is a fun city. That's not really a con, but it is changing, and some people that have been living here a really long time don't like to see change, and so you'll hear that complaint a lot throughout the city. It's changing, it's not weird anymore, or it's gotten too weird in a wrong way for me. Anyway, it's growing, things are changing. We're getting some new zoning changes, speaking of changes, and that might be an insight into how some of the urban neighborhoods will look in the next year or two. Nothing has changed yet. We've had a small vote approved where they're going to allow more properties to be built on one lot in the city. It's going to allow for some more urban infill and some hopefully some more affordability. And that leads to our final complaint, the cost of living. It's expensive. I mean, the median sale price is in the $600,000 depending on which part of the year you look at it. Right now we're at $605,000, but January is usually a pretty slow month for anybody in the state of Texas for real estate sales. We were as high in the 700s, so that's a high cost of living, and that's just the real estate. You add on the restaurants, the drinks, the parks. It can cost a lot of money compared to the amount of average salary that is earned here in Austin, Texas. Here are some reasons why people absolutely love living in Austin. It has got a vibrant social scene. I mean, we have over 250 live music venues in town, from indie to jazz, pop, rock, country, you name it, we've got it. Any night of the week, you can always find live music in Austin. We have a restaurant scene that is just amazing. We've got Asian fusion, barbecue, barbecue, barbecue. And let's not forget tacos of every sort and nature all around town. It's just an outdoor paradise as well. So we've got a vibrant social scene, food to eat absolutely everywhere, and outdoor paradise. Let's get into more detail about that outdoor paradise. Well, we have the Colorado River that runs the whole length of the city. In town, it's called Town Lake or Lady Bird Lake. We like to have a few different names for the same thing here in Austin, but it's a great place for people to get out on the water on their paddle boards or go kayaking. How about fishing? There's a trail that runs all the way around it. You can jog and get in shape 10 miles all the way around it. There's auditorium shores. You can take your pets out there and let them off leash. They can go swimming in the lake as well. So everything is really conducive to being outdoors. Many of the restaurants pride themselves on having their outdoor patios. You can bring your pets to the patio. We're a very pet-friendly city. They have dog bowls and dog treats at a lot of the restaurants you take your pups to. So cultural scene, music, outdoor vibe. Let me tell you this, no state income tax. That's a reason people love living here in Texas. Back to the outdoor scene. In addition to that river that runs all the way through town, we have Barton Springs Pool. It's a natural spring-fed creek, and the water stays the same temperature all year round at like 70, 72 degrees. So it's warm in the winter and very cold in the summer. It is a popular spot. People, you do have to pay a little entry fee. People hang out all along the banks of the river there, go swimming. There's an awesome swimming board you can dive in off of. And there's a big event at the first day of the year, every year, the Polar Bear Plunge. In addition to Barton Creek, we have the Greenbelt. And you'll hear that word used a lot in Austin. It is a hiking trail that goes through the kind of the rocky cliffs of the western part of Austin. It starts at the Barton Creek Greenbelt, or Barton Creek Pool, and the Greenbelt starts there and goes around. You'll see people rock climbing down in there, and the trail goes out 10 miles or so. You can take your pets on it. In the summer, well, when there's rain, you can kayak down it, you can tube down it and things, but in the summer when it gets really hot, like this last summer, we didn't have very much rain at all, it completely dries up so you can actually walk through the creek beds as well. And let's not forget Mount Bunnell, that beautiful, like, scenic place above Lake Austin, a little bit further north up the river. It's a park where you go up a whole bunch of stairs and you get to the top, and then you can see the beautiful Pennybacker Bridge over 360. You can overlook the Austin Country Club golf course, and it's just beautiful down below. And the Colorado River is sectioned off in the city by dams, and above the dam at the Hula Hut, that is where the Lake Austin starts. So below Hula Hut, that's Town Lake. Above it is Lake Austin, and Lake Austin goes all the way up to Mansfield Dam. And that section runs along Austin Country Club and goes out all the way to Steiner Ranch, almost out to Lakeway. And that is where you'll see a lot of water skiing, wakeboarding, tubing, people on their party boats and things like that. And then above Mansfield Dam, that's where you get to Lake Travis. And that reservoir is 65 miles long from there. So we have a lot of water activities in Austin, Texas. And Austin has a booming job market. We're a high-tech city, tech-friendly city. We've got universities in town, healthcare, and let's not forget Tesla. And lastly, Austin really values the local artisans, the mom and pop shops, in addition to all the local musicians. We've got Continental Club and Saxon Pub and things like that for the musicians. We've got the Laguna Gloria Art Museum. We have a wonderful array of art museums for our local artists in town. And then, of course, our local restaurants, our local clothing shops. It's very friendly city to the local artists and local business owners. So that wraps it up. The good and the bad, the pros and the cons. Is it hot or not? You tell me. Comment below if you think there's something else we need to know about Austin, Texas. And hey, if this city resonates with you and you would like to see more, we're always available to help you find the perfect home that matches your lifestyle. Just let us know. Until next time, I hope to see you around town.